Good morning. Good morning, Lego Liz. How are you today? I hope your Saturday is off to a wonderful start. Sad that you're not doing Legos today, but understandable. You said 2 weeks, I think. I'll be back to... And then I'm the rude person who, even knowing that you do Legos on Saturday mornings, like, I'm gonna do my thing on Saturday mornings too. There's only so much time in a day, right? Good morning, Nathan. How are you? You didn't play any games this morning? No streaming? I mean, I guess can't stream every day, but I woke up at 2 o'clock and then I went back to sleep. Then I woke up at 4 o'clock and then I went back to sleep. Alright, so on the agenda today is another pillow. Surprise! I should grab the first pillow for, reasons. Alright. So, pillow number one. It's an 18 by 18 inch pillow form. You're doing some rally, might stream something this evening. You should. I'll watch it. A simple pillow, just cotton on the back, army t-shirt on the front. Things that I thought about after having done this one. This is a lot of empty space, so I may try... I've got a couple ideas on what to do with some of the next pillows. Before putting the pieces together, put some kind of decoration down here. Maybe cut out the strip of the army shirt, or where it says army, and then like the back side of the shirt has an emblem, so maybe piece those together and then put them. So we've got the army with the logo, or put army here with strips of color cotton so that it goes center, because that's just a lot of empty space. And also, I mean, it's an army shirt that he wore a lot, right? And it's got a little bit of staining, so... Oh, I kicked off the internet! Rude, internet, rude. Well, welcome back. So, today's project, I pulled out a 14 by 14 pillow, so a couple inches smaller in every direction. Well, it doesn't look all that much smaller. I don't know. Looks so deceiving. What's the customer? I am removing the tag. Alright. Other thoughts? Bye-bye tag. Other thoughts that I had were, so on this one I stitched up the three sides and then put the pillow in and then hand stitched the top. So this pillow is now pretty much permanently inside the case, which is fine, but knowing that this is going to my brother and his wife with their two kids, the 6-year-old and the 2-year-old, and they will quite possibly make messes on them. Ease of cleaning is a thing, so I'm thinking about putting zippers on a few of them, so that the pillows can be removed. I have some zippers already. Here's some pro planning that I haven't done. I have some zippers. They're 12-inch zippers. You might be able to squish. I have literally nothing to try this with except if I put it together. So it needs to be a 14 inches on the one side, 12-inch zipper, like to there. It might be able to squish. We can try it. I can try it. Or I can do an envelope back where, so the front is the army shirt, and on the back you have two pieces that overlap, and you just stuff the pillow in the back of that. I am thinking I don't want to do a ton of trial and error. I also am creating a list that I can go to the fabric store and get, such as the backing for the shirts to make them not stretch. I'm very, very low on that, so I need to get some of that. I might as well get some zippers that will actually work. That's a lot. So yeah, I'll have to be, in fact, hello, paper. New list. New list. No. Alright. 1 inch either side should be okay, right? You can drag the pillow out. It will squish through the gap. I would hope so. I would hope so. I might try it. If nothing else, I can do... I'm gonna say I could do a 12-inch pillow and just pick up a 12-inch pillow form. If I have to tear it out, I have to tear it out. We need iron. If you can see my handwriting, please be kind. I don't know if you can. Oh, you can! Haha! Pillow is in the way. Yay, pillow! Interfacing and 14 and 18 inch zippers. Okay. So let's go grab a t-shirt, grab a victim. They have the back side of last Saturday was the army pillow. Oh, gotcha. I'm glad you're doing this. Do you do this last Saturday too? I was not able to do it last Saturday. I was out of town last Saturday, but Saturday before was just supposed to be a test run of the setup to make sure I had cameras and lighting and space and everything. And then when I had that figured out in, I don't know, is it 20 minutes? Like, alright, well, I have everything, we might as well, let's make a pillow. So that was the one that that was 2 weeks ago. Time flies, right? So the shirt that we made the other pillow with, this is the back of that shirt with the army logo, and I think that should fit a 14 by 14 pillow pretty nicely. We could get really fancy and do some borders. Time is flashing by. Faux show, faux show. Now I'm gonna have to do math. I don't like math. But... Alright, so... we're gonna go all out on this, why not? Because I think... I want this to be centered, but yeah, I want it to be centered, and it won't be centered because there's just not enough at the top, and that's going to leave a little bit too much at the bottom. So we're below is 14 by 14. We're going to cut the squares 15 by 15, or the front and the back need to be 15 by 15, so that I have seam allowance on all sides. But if I cut backwards, I don't know why is having that. But I'm pretty sure this is about 9.5 by 9.5. No, not even 9.5. Just over 9 inches, top to bottom. But 9.5 inches wide. So 14. Yeah. So if we take it just by the sizes, right? So it's, we got 14 minus the 9 inches. It's gonna leave us with 5 inches for a border, which means 2.5 inches on all sides. So we'll need this square cut out. I can make it decent enough. I can tell. They make these squares like standard sizes, so like I probably would be able to get a 14 or a 15-inch square. That would be handy. Inches, yeah, so we'd be here. Let's go back to there. Yeah, that would be enough of a border. But I don't want to cut it right at 9 inches because that will be the entire thing. So if we make a 1-inch border on all sides, and that'd be 2 inches that we take off, becomes 12 inches for this. I think that's gonna be too small. Let's do 1.5 inches border. That's 11 inches, and then it's 2 inches of gray. So that leaves 11 inches. So we're going to actually cut this 12 inches. We are going to cut this 12 inches square to give myself seam allowance. Have 1 inch seam allowance on every side. So gray shirt. An 12 inch. Alright. And then for our 1.5 inch pieces, those are actually going to be cut to 2.5, right? Because we need 1 inch on each side. Or, sorry, 1/2 inch on each side. So, 1.5, yeah. 2.5 inch strips. Strips. There's 4. And then we'll need a back piece totaling 15 inches. 15? Oh, I've already messed it all up because I'm using 14 inches and I need to be using 15. Drinking more coffee. I used to be pretty good at this, working at the fabric store, and people would come in, I want to make a quilt, how much fabric do I need? So many options on that. Coffee is the most important. Yes. Alright, so let's slightly rework this. So it's gonna be... No, this is right. This is correct. This one is correct. Yes. I'm doing fine. And then we just need a 1 15-inch square. Because when you add up the 12-inch square for this and 5 inches for the strips, that's going to be 17 inches. But we subtract an inch on that, becomes 11 inches. We subtract an inch on that, so 17 minus 2 is 15, and then you have another seam allowance to put for the back. It works out! Alright. I don't know that I will ever be able... Down it in one. No. No. This is coffee number 2, by the way. I wasn't trusting myself to even start this project without, like, at least one. And it's not just normal coffee. I put hot cocoa in there, because it's like a really nice fall day where it's raining, and it's kind of cold outside, and I kind of wanted hot chocolate, but I also needed coffee, so... pre-gaming coffee. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, so next. What color do we want for the back? I'm kind of leaning towards, I've got this cool blue with some gold. And it's got, like, lists out all the states. But this one's really nice, and I would rather wait until I, like, have a few more pillows under my belt before I use this really nice, pretty fabric. So... how about yellow? Because then I'm thinking about using this zipper. The reason I'm using yellow, Army Gold, right? There's no yellow necessarily on this t-shirt, but now there's gonna be. Let's use... trying to do dirt. There. It'd be cooler if the zipper was maybe gold instead of silver, but no, what are you gonna do? What do you do? I want to move wherever you live? That sounds lovely. Well, it's not in a creepy way. Lego Liz is stalking me now. Oh no. So, like yesterday, it was 80 degrees and sunny, so I was kind of thinking as it started getting colder and the wind was picking up, they were gonna get like pretty bad storms. Fortunately, that didn't happen, but I don't know. It's lovely today. We'll see how long that stays. If it's still raining in 2.5 hours, I don't get to go to the event later tonight that I was planning on. Because it's an outdoor event and they're going to cancel it at noon if it's still raining. Which would be sad. I was looking forward to it. But they're gonna, like, do something else in October instead, so we'll see. One way or the other, that'll be a good time, but yeah. Okay. We'll cut this one. 12-inch square. We're gonna use a pizza cutter. How much? Okay. Here's a fun game. How lazy can I be? So, the square I have is 11 and a half inches square. I want to cut a 12-inch square. So, if I adjust literally everything by a quarter of an inch, quarter inches, oh man. Not worth it. Not worth the math. Not doing it. Won't use this one. I'll do how I had done last time. See enough of it on the back here. Need to find the center, then I'll fold it in half, and then we'll cut it. It's so pulled off of out of grain. Like, this top line should be a straight line. Corner to corner should just go straight like this, but it goes like curves a little bit. 2.5 inches. Getting ready to get your hair chopped off, so you have to go out to get ready. But have a wonderful stream. Thank you so much. Well, enjoy your haircut. I look forward to seeing it. I love getting haircuts. But then I realized that I could just do wigs, and that was kind of the same thing. But only kind of. Nothing quite like having somebody else playing around with your hair, though. Yeah, that definitely was not summer. I are good at this. Doing an 11-inch square. We're actually doing a 12-inch square, so now I need to measure out 6 inches. cutter. If you had multiple logos on different backgrounds, would you put another whole layer of fabric on top and cut the long shape? Or how would you do it? Like to do multiple, like to cut out more squares at a time? Probably. On top and cut out the logo shape. I don't know that I understand. You have multiple logos on different backgrounds. Would you cut another whole layer of fabric on top and cut out the logo shape? Oh, so maybe just cut out the logo to put it on a different color? That's definitely a thing I've thought about doing too. Is that what you're thinking? And that would be called appliquing, where I would cut out either the whole logo or like each bit of the logo and put them on a completely different fabric, rather than like try to stitch them into the fabric, just stitch them onto another fabric. Definitely something I have thought about doing too. Figure out this is a lot to deal with down here, so let's get rid of that. We're doing didn't figure out how. I was thinking I would put the logos underneath so the top surface was without seams. So there are, much like the interfacing that I'm going to put on here once I get this, the t-shirt cut out so it doesn't stretch anymore, there are double-sided fusible things. So have you ever gotten a patch that you can iron on to a coat or bag or something like that? It's got sort of it's got a glue that's heat activated. There are those same kind of double-sided fusible things. So you can do it that way. Trying to think what the other, yeah, because then I would want to, I think you would still end up with not necessarily a seam, but you could do like a decorative stitch around the edge just to make sure it all stays on. But if you put the logos under the fabric, you won't see them. We're cutting it 12-inch square. I need. On the other side, of course, it's all going to crap now. No. So bad news about 12-inch square. Yeah. It won't kill it if it's just slightly off center. It'll be fine. Alright. So we'll add the most. Start there. Oh, cut a hole in the top layer. I see what you're saying. I would not do that. Because um yeah, that you'd still want to stitch around it so it doesn't shift around. And also that's using um a lot of material extra because you would have all of the logo underneath plus this other one that's on top. Um, yeah, I would do it. Put the logo on top as an applique. Be an inch and 3/4. Inch and 3/4. That's how I'm getting this done. That again. Adding to my list. This is a 45mm blade. This list. Unless I come across another little case of them, which I have not yet, but it's entirely possible that I will at some point. Alright. So there. That's... Ah, but it's so crooked. Alright, now I gotta think again. How on earth did I get that off? Like, look at that. I had it folded. Match that. At what point did it shift so much? Okay, Well, good news. I have more shirts. Lots more shirts. Ah, this one's a long sleeve shirt. I don't want to deal with that one yet. I already see again. This t-shirts are so hard, you guys. They pull off grain. Like I could see the grains running like this, but like runs like that. So automatically, that's gonna pop. Cool. And opinion time. I feel like this music is much better than the exciting, epic orchestral music. Is that a accurate statement? Is that an accurate statement? Find out if this logo is the same size as the other logo. A little bigger. A little wider, a little shorter. Fine. We're just gonna do it this way. And also, have I ever used this square before? Probably not. It's still in its saran wrap. here to think that's even. Pretty good. Alright. And one side to the other side. Alright, so we'll have to figure out the math on the other side. But I am gonna just use this square to, just so that everything stays even, or stays as much as possible. Here, you're in the way. Oh, sorry. Sorry about the shake. Sorry. Alright. So. Not a 12-inch by 12-inch. We now have an 11.5. Which means that all of my strips now need an extra 1/4 inch to make up for it. So now they're going to be 2 3/4 inch strips. We have 2 3/4. Then an 11.5. 2.75. Decimal suck. 14, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Makes it a 16-inch square, which is not what I was looking for. I need a 15-inch square. No, that's right. Because then there's a 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch of seam allowance. Oh my gosh. 1 second. My laundry is beeping at me. I'm gonna run a 1-minute ad. 1 moment, I'll be right back, guys. Oh, that worked out. Uh, as I was away, I was like, you know what would maybe help me? Graph paper! I like images. Or, you know, actual map. So if each square is a 1/4 inch. Do I want 1/4 inch? Each square is an inch. That's too much. Each square is 1/2 inch, and I can do half squares. This may not work as well as I was planning. It's a 1/4 inch grid. Yeah. Never mind. Nope, my brain's not doing anything. It's a good plan. Maybe another day. Alright. So we have 11, 1/2 inch square. Then we do our back piece is going to be a 15-inch square. I need it to be 7.5 inches. You're drifting between rooms. Scream if you need me. Okay. Spade. 7.5 is gonna give me my 15 inches. It doesn't help when the selvage isn't straight. That's supposed to be the one thing that's straight. This one's not. Dang. It's there. Actually, I want it to go this way. slightly larger than the pillow itself. I feel like that might not be enough. Did I write down any of the sizes that I use for the 18-inch pillow? No, I did not. Messed up that one too. It's a great morning. I need probably closer to 16 inches because 14 inch by 14 inch doesn't account for the which means all my math is wrong. Yay! Oh, sorry. Remap. So, measuring over the other pillow was like 18 and a little bit. This is why I like costume sewing. Oh, look at that. 14-inch pillow, nothing. Let's see. Nope, it sure do not. Hey, guess what? This pillow is 16 by 16. That's an extra half an inch in fluffiness. So back square needs to be at least 17 and a half inches. And now, absolutely, the zippers that I have are not going to work. Absolutely not going to work. And that's okay. So let's do an envelope back for this one instead. Which means I don't know if it's envelope back, that's my word for it. The overlapping. So square needs to be 17 and a half. Finished. So yeah, 17 and a half. But we're going to divide it. Thirds is too much. If I do 2/3 across and 1 halfway across. So half of 17 and a half. Calculator. Is so we get one square that's going to be 8 3/4, one square, one rectangle. inches for the half back, and 17.5 times 2. One that is 11 and 2/3. So we're gonna do 11 and 3/4 because I am not dividing inches into thirds. $17.5 by 17 and 1. So I was thinking that we were going to definitely get this pillow done today. Sitting at 10 o'clock, I've already been doing this, what, an hour? I have my doubts. But that's okay. I'm honestly not really in a rush, for sure. Not going to affect anything, probably. That's how much. Nice. Eight and 3/4. Half inches down. the top flap. Eleven and a half on this one. I said 11 and a half. 11 and 3/4. So these go together. They will overlap. More or less like that. Hey, that looks better. And then this edge will be stitched into the front piece, and then you just stuff the pillow in between them. Is my back. Easy peasy. I say this far into the project and only having 2 pieces cut out. Yeah, easy peasy. Alright. More I have black. We can do a black border. I feel like that would probably be a nice contrast complement. Put the black border on this side with the gold on the back. That should look nice. So, put my brain power back to figuring out my strips. We need to make the whole thing 17.5 inches after seam allowance. This is 13, no, backwards, 11 and a half. It's not really 11 and a half. T-shirts. So 17 and a half inches minus the 11 and a half square. It's gonna be 6 inches. So we need to make out 6 inches, which would be 3 inches on either side. But that only counts one set of seam allowance. Oh. That's only counting the seam allowance here, so it needs to be 3.5 inch strips to account for the seam allowance on the sides of the material. So strips, 3.5 inch strips. 4. How long do I make the strips? So we can make them, I could just, probably the easiest is going to be 2 at 3.5 by 17 inches and 2 at 3.5 by 11 inches. Then I put the 11.5 inches on my sides, and then we put the borders to go all the way across. I feel confident about that, but I felt confident about the other stuff, so like, how many quarters of an inch? 17. 17.5 times 4. 70 squares. Okay, we're gonna do these in inch increments. So that doesn't matter. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and a half. Approximately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Approximately. really ought to go find a pencil because I feel like all of this should be done in pencil, but pen is what I got. No problem with that. So 3.5 inches. Right, 3.5. Great. That will be, I don't know if that shows. Alright, So that's gonna be more or less what my pillow would look like. With the army symbol in the middle. You'll see the seam there-ish and there-ish on either side. Here and there. Or if I cut all of them 3.5 by 17.5, if I stitch, I could miter the corner by stitching at 3/4 or at 45-degree angles. But I think I like this just fine. Yeah, I think I like this one fine. So we're just gonna do that. Just because mitering, I don't trust myself to do that correctly and I'll get angry, and we don't need to be angry. This is supposed to be fun. But yes, that would be cutting them at 3 inches. I need to cut them 3.5 to allow for seam allowance on the sides that meet the pillow, or meet my insert or focal point design. I used to know these words. Block. My block. That's a block. I like that. There we go. Block. So 2 strips, 17.5 inches long, 3.5 inches wide. If I say this enough times, I'll make it correct. Sure. I'm gonna iron this piece because it is a mess. is still pretty crooked on these, which is annoying. My cut. Yeah, they didn't tear it, they cut it. So, let's be that person who rips her fabric. Maybe. There. Now I have one truly straight edge. Or I know I can trust that that is a straight one. Because it's gonna rip on the grain. My, like, traumatic, but true bit of information for you today. So as long as that's lined up, yeah, we won't cut them in layers, that's just begging for trouble. And I don't think my black pen is going to work so well on the black fabric. Nope. Wouldn't you know? Alright, so we are making these 3.5, which, hey, look, my ruler is 3.5 inches wide. And 17.5 inches long. Also, pro tip, don't cut across your hands. Or don't cross your hands when you're cutting. Pizza slicers are really sharp. They will cut fingers. Like, cut them off, not just cut your finger. It will do that too, but it will legit cut off your fingers. long strip number 1. Long strip number 2. So these are the top and bottom strips. Detach. You control that sound stripe thing easily. The music? Oh yeah, pretty easy. I've got it that it's just one of the extensions, and it opens up a second screen. It has, I don't know how many channels. You can pay $3.99 a month for all the channels, but there's a good several channels that are free. I couldn't remember what you said you were using. And I'll be interested to see. I know the one that you use doesn't save the music on your VODs, so I'll see if it does on this one. It doesn't say that it doesn't, so I don't know. Okay, top and bottom. Huzzah. 8 3/4 inch by, no, 3.5 inches. Did I not write that down? I did not write that down. Okay. It is, the little label that appears just says royalty-free music, or did on a previous track. Oh. Oops. Oh, okay. This one doesn't say. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I know, because I just typed in music extensions, and there were some that seemed pretty specific, but I thought this one, I listened to this one. This station I'm doing is the, I think this one is the Happy EDM. Uplifting and happy EDM tracks to keep your spirits up. And it's an almost 13-hour loop of music. I also tried the lo-fi one. My one is called Soundtrack by Twitch. Okay. I don't know if I might have seen that. I don't know if I saw that one or not. I wasn't... It didn't jump out at me. If I did see it, it didn't jump out. Is yours pretty simple to maneuver? Oh, it isn't an extension, you just get it direct from Twitch. Gotcha. I wouldn't even know where to look for that. But I mean, this was, you had to give them give them a name, email address, and a password, and then it automatically put it on the quick actions. So that, and then once you click on it from the extension, then you get your channel choices. Alright, so 2 strips. Twitch.tv/broadcast/soundtrack. Okay. If I click on that, does it? Oh. Okay. I may have to look into that too. Have you been pretty happy with the ones that you've... I mean, it seems to give you some decent tunes. If yours works out, then don't mess with it. I mean, but options are always good. Oh, but like you said, then it doesn't... That one doesn't save the music to your VOD. I will be interested to see if this stays on the VOD. I hope so. I've been enjoying the tunes so far on this. I don't show... So it's like a... You can play and pause, you can skip tracks, you can select tracks. It doesn't say how many tracks there are, but I mean, it's, again, almost 13 hours, so should be plenty. It works for you and you don't like to mess about with it too much. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh no, I can see how many tracks. Haha, scroll all the way to the bottom, and it is 274 songs on this one. And there's no way to do like a... I don't see that there's any way to do like a shuffle. So like, maybe if I just pay attention before I close out of it completely where I am, that way I'm not like starting at the beginning and every week will be the same 3 hours worth of songs. But if it is, I mean, it's pretty nondescript, so I don't know that it really matters. It only matters if I make it matter, right? Okay. 3.5 by 11.5 times 2. Ooh. And now I could use not this one. Because, hey, look at this being 11.5 inches long already. What are you working on today, Nate? You say you're between rooms. Are you still setting stuff up, fixing up cords, cleaning, chasing cats? Fancy, and just cut this at 7 inches and then cut it down the center. Have to admit your thought process was a bit more involved than mine, which was, it works great, okay, let's play. My thought process though is chaotic, so. I like to focus on the less important things, right? You heavy cotton. Stick it here. I'm trying to mount my 4K monitor so I can stream more easily, but the cable isn't long enough and I'm going to have to mount it and then it will be, and then wait all the way until tomorrow. Oh, well, that's an exciting project. Tell Amazon to, you know, it's an emergency and you need this stuff right now. Make the cats go get it for you. Surely you have an electronics store that has the cable you need. You can just whip down to the shop. They can put it in a little basket, tie it like around tie it on their backs. It'd be adorable. One. The shop's shut in 15 minutes and Amazon delivers. I mean, but still. Details. Forgot to cut off the selvage. Alright. So, moment of truth. Look here. That looks right. That's short. Why is that short? Seam lengths. Seam lengths, it's fine. It's fine. Because there will be overlap. This will overlap a little. It seems like so much border. But it's enough. It'll cover the pillow. Yay! All right. I wonder if I have any yellow ribbon. If I could put like yellow ribbon or twill tape, like about here on all of the edges to kind of pull the gold from the back to the front. I think that will make this look a little less blocky. Or just black or... let's see. Yellow just isn't a color that I have a tendency to use ever. So, of course, I don't have any yellow stuff. That's not enough of that. That's piping, that won't work. This is just too pale. I mean, another box of ribbon. Let's see. And I might have lots of blue, lots of red, some rhinestones, yeah. And there's metallic gold, but that's really not it. I just really feel like it needs something more. And if I'm going to put something more on, it needs to go on now. I'm surprised I don't have any yellow twill tape. Oh, anybody thoughts? The other thing that I could think that I could do would be taking the yellow that I have, more or less making twill tape. This is my not excited face about making twill tape. Twill tape, bias tape, making, you know, a ribbon to stitch on. I don't love that idea. Well. We're just gonna leave it like this. It's fine. It will be fine. I keep looking to see, like, oh, if I have literally anything else. Nope, still don't. Okay. So we're going to stitch the borders first. I can still use the neutral thread, the natural color thread. Dave is smart. Dave stays away from power tools. Be like Dave. I'm going to end up accidentally killing Piggy. No, Piggy! Be careful. Stay away from the power tools. Be like Dave. Don't, what power tool? Is it the drill? I would assume probably a drill if you're hanging or mounting a 4K monitor. Piggy, stop being so curious. This back so I'm not like marking up my table, like the last table. That's still in a good place to see. It is. Good, good, good. Another. Oh, I almost forgot a step. I need an 11 by 11 piece of stabilizer. Always something. Big and extremely heavy 10-pound drill. That's not good for your health, Piggy. You should definitely stay away from that. Put a big hole in you and... Listen to Auntie Hannah. Not that she's ever put a big hole in herself from a power drill, but... common sense says. Also, what is she doing up on the wall like that? Tell her to stop spider climbing on the wall. She's always up on the walls? That's impressive. This is averted. I mean, in the long, grand scheme of things, it's probably not the biggest deal in the world, but still. I would rather have it stabilized than not stabilized. Now, again, it's not going to stretch like it was before, which is... don't know if I can... I don't know how distracting the ceiling fan is. I apologize if it's very distracting. It is very distracting. What are you talking about? Whatever it is has me distracted to all hell. The ceiling fan. That. Spinning around and around and around and flashing a little bit. I can cover it for a little bit there. Or maybe I just need to get my tower fan in here and plug it in like somewhere over there so I get airflow but don't have to deal with the ceiling fan. I don't know. Do with my notebook or note paper. I know. Squirrel. ADD moment. I need something to look into would be a walking foot for the Bernina. I have a walking foot, but it doesn't fit on Bernina's, so. Sipu. Oh, could be a distraction to be honest, and best part, we cannot hear it. Hello, Sapu! How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Hope your Saturday's going well. Can I live with the pucker? I can live with the pucker. It's fine. Both puckers. And it's fine. Don't mess with the fan. I was joking. I just heard distracting in my panic in your voice, so I jumped on it. You are so evil. I mean, I did open myself up to that. Once it starts getting colder outside, though, it may end up being too cold in here anyways, and I won't be running any fans. We'll see. Struggling choosing a new computer. Since weeks I'm searching for a new case. Now I think I'm okay with the case. I am rethinking my decision about the CPU and motherboard. It's so annoying. Ugh, choices, decisions. First world problems. Good thing we're first world and we can have these problems. Aww. I know you were talking about getting the white case. Was that, are you still thinking about that white case, or you're good with the case that you have currently? Laundry, I hear you. We get it. Azrak Mobo. Yeah, what Nate said. I'll get a case with fancy bling bling. Yeah. Ooh, they're coming out new AMD CPUs this month. Nice. Ooh, Nate, you're salty. Good luck with that. Because I wished you luck. Oh, I'm sorry. It sounded like it could be salty when you say cool, good luck with that. Like, cool, bro. It's hard to see. I'm sorry. Aw. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to be mean. So Nate's not being salty. He is being very, very Sincere. Okay, before I put on second order, I need to go change out laundry. Haven't had an AMD for over a decade. Have had a great experience with Intel. And now I go, I don't know what any of this means. And the prices are not really that different. Or different. Alright. I'm sorry. I'm running a just 1 minute ad. 1 minute ad, but I'm going to put this on a coffee break screen so like no one's missing anything. I promise. I'll be right back. Alright. And back. Thank you for indulging. Laundry is... Pin on the long strips. And now magically, they should be, they're a little long now. I bet I didn't cut off the selvage. Do it. That would explain it. I bet they're both just too long. Oh. exactly are t-shirt pillows? Pillows made out of old t-shirts, or do they look like t-shirts? They are. You wear them like a t-shirt in the winter. Lol. Yes, so the pillows that I'm doing, this gray part is from a t-shirt of my brother's. So this is what's left over of the back of the t-shirt that I cut. This is the front. So, I just cut the back down, and that's what I ended up doing with the first pillow that I made a couple weeks ago. Cutting the front off. You missed it earlier. I had cut the back of the first pillow, or first t-shirt, that I cut apart last week, or 2 weeks ago. But, you know, I'm good at measuring and paying attention to things, and I cut it for a 14 by 14 inch pillow, and yeah, I'll show you the other pillow. Good idea. This pillow that I have is 16 by 16, not 14 by 14, which, you know, so last week's pillow is the front logo, it says Army, and this one was just simple. Cut a square of red cotton for the back, stitched up the sides and the bottom on the machine, and then just did hand stitching across the top to put it all together. And this one's an 18 by 18 inch pillow. I thought I had 14 by 14 pillows. I think they actually are all 16 by 16. Which is fine. Not that big a deal. You know. The fancy doll can hold on to the other pillow for right now. That's cool. Then it's easily at hand. So yeah, the project was, my brother gave me a whole bunch of these gray Army t-shirts. They say Army on the front, have this Army logo on the back, and he wanted pillows made out of them. And this was 5 to 6 years ago that he asked me to do this project. I'm a good sister. I'm glad he still loves me. So, in an effort to clear out the bin of pillows that I have purchased for this project, and all of the fabric that I've purchased for this project, procrastination, right? I don't know. That's actually kind of the inspiration for why I'm streaming this, because if I didn't have a goal, a focus, then I probably wouldn't stick with it. And so my plan is I'll finish up this project. I think I have 8 pillows. 8 pillows to make, and that project will be done. And then I want to finish a costume that I had started at the beginning of COVID, so 2.5 years ago, because I thought I'm probably gonna get laid off of work. Everybody's gonna be home and we're gonna be, you know, I will have nothing but time. Let's make a Daenerys costume. And then it's all cut out, ready to go. I just need to finish putting it together. So that will be project number 2. After that, I will accumulate some projects and probably do kind of a poll the audience. What does anybody want to see me do? Because I almost kind of want to like turn my camera around so you can see just the bins of fabric. And then there's more bins of fabric. There's a closet full of costumes and like bags of projects, bins of projects. There's more fabric in the closet. Yeah, I think I put more fabric back in my storage closet. So I need to, like, I don't know, condense stuff and finish things, start things, and then get rid of stuff. Sounds like 1,000 projects. It kinda is. It kind of is. But if I do, 3 hours a week or so, we'll see how far I get. That's, I do want to make it clear I am not sewing for commission right now. I am, other than this project obviously is a commission project because, but beyond that, everything that I'm going to be sewing is for myself. I don't know if I will open up for commissions. My friend that I sewed with, we had a sewing business for a few years. It's one of the reasons that I moved to Omaha. In just point of order, she is the one that designed my current avatar of me saluting with that was me in a costume. She took that and drew a lovely rendition of it. We had a business and we sewed for commission, and it was fun. It was good money, but I'm a little burned out doing projects for other people. Let's be real, I'm burned out doing my own projects. So I haven't sewn for 2 years. So, yeah, something to get me back into it and entertain me. You all are entertaining me while I hope I'm being somewhat entertaining for you guys. It's a perfect solution, I thought. And then I'm still being productive. I was sewing for a while too, but I'm not patient enough for the sewing machine. Oh, the sewing machine is the easy part. I mean, like, I think you missed the hours of me, probably, not really hours, I don't know. It was a long time though, of me mathing. I hate mathing, but that's the important part, and that's the part that I want to rush through that. That and cutting out. So like when I'm doing costumes, cutting is the worst. It takes forever. I just want to get through it, but if I don't cut it right, I'm gonna regret it, and it won't come out right, and nothing I do with the sewing machine is gonna fix it. Border done. One more! thought about doing a hard stop time, which I should be coming up on here in about 30 minutes. But I think I'm pretty sure I'm close enough to finishing this project. We're just gonna sew until it's done. Ooh, Nate, guess what I learned to do yesterday? I figured out how to raid. It was rough though. It took me a minute. No, probably took me like 2 or 3 minutes. And Mark and Lego Liz being like, no, it's not working. Nope, that hasn't gone yet. Nope, still not. Oh. So we'll see when I finish up if there's somebody to raid to. And if not, it'll just be the fancy ending screen, because I do have a fancy ending screen, and doesn't everybody just enjoy watching fancy ending screens? It's the best, right? Here is pillow front. There you go. Make the seam look pretty. Accomplished. Now I just put the back on. So to prep for the back, I am going to finish off one side on both of these yellow pieces. Those will be the overlapping sides. Right now. Hey, Nate, guess what? I only need the cat in my drawing, then it's done. Ooh. I realize that was directed at Nate, but, you know, I'm eavesdropping. Don't mind me. First thing I'm gonna do before I fold over my edge, I'm going to zigzag over this edge to give it some stability. Not stability, but I don't know, make it so it doesn't fray out, hopefully. And don't at me with fray check. I don't like it. Oh, no, it needs to be significantly wider than that. All right. That's probably making my little camera shake. I apologize, but it's a little slower. I don't think I ever looked at the little camera when I was checking whether my machine made the table shake enough. Now I'm gonna go back to the ironing board and I'm gonna fold over this finished off edge. I think 5/8 of an inch. Yeah, 5/8 sounds probably good. What else should be on the free spot on the windowsill? A pot of flowers? No, make it a cat. Make it a cat. And then I walked away without my measure thing. Okay, so now we have pretty finished edges. I wonder if I have any stitch witchery. And if I do I want to use it? Let's see if I have it. That's the first part. Can't use something of it? Yeah. So that makes that easy. Alright. So to make sure this side has to be behind this side so that it overlaps. So when I put these on here, I need this side first. And then this side up top. So that there is now the overlap to be able to stick the I voted! I voted! I did! It was me! It was me! But turns out we voted for the same thing. So, we're winning, Seppu. High five! You are welcome, Nate. It took me a while because when you click the link, I know you said you have to sign up for the thing, right? Like you have to make an account. And so I was like, all right, well, I don't see where I do that. So I had to like go to the main page, set up, sign in or create the account, go away, acknowledge it, whatever, verify it through my email, come back, go out again, and then come back in and do the thing. But first one to come up with a picture for me to make the character looks like it's theirs done. Can I make it in Guild Wars and be like, here, make this character? It is a bit convoluted, and you only have to do it once. That's good. So I am set for the next one. Jan the Baptist just realized I'm not even following. Hey, thank you. Thank you for the follow, and thanks for hanging out. Hope you're doing well today. My project is almost done. I was afraid I wasn't gonna get it done for a little bit when all the mathing was all wrong, but we're getting there. So I have my pillow front, my pillow back. We're putting the pillow backs on the pillow front, and then we put the pillow in it, and it hopefully fits, and life is good. So I just messed it up. I don't remember what side goes where. Damn it. Okay, so this piece has to be on the back, this piece has to go on the front. So this piece has to go on first. I pay attention to everything. I listen to everyone, including myself. Peppa's like, hold my beer. I'm going to make this character for Nate right now. Oh, no. Ooh. Hey, thank you, Jan. That is very generous. Congrats, Seppu. You don't have to put up with any of my ads anymore. Woo! Much excite. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Ending your Saturday. I'm sure you're not just like glued to the Twitch screen watching, but still putting up with my ramblings. Nate's like, that's just every other day anyways. Well, the rest of the day is going to be filled with hacking for our move. Yay! But move! I feel like you guys said, is it another apartment or it's a house that you're moving to? I know Legolas said, and I just don't remember what she said. I know it's bigger, with room for the streaming stuff. A house. Wonderful. I bet the puppies are gonna have the whole yard. Today's must be the day to move, because I've got another friend that's doing his big move today. Finally getting out of this apartment. Yes. Alright. There's that one. We're gonna put the other one on now. And then we'll do both the sides, or both the top and the bottom together at the same time, because that uses less thread and is a little easy. Have a good one, Kate. I'll be lurking. Thank you, Jan. Lurk away. I still very much appreciate the attention. Happy packing. Happy moving. And I will see you guys later. No ads anymore! Yay! Am I playing Guild Wars after this? Oh, how do you know me? Yes, probably. I don't know that I'm gonna stream it though. I might. I don't know. Unless there's something you want to play. Oh, and I haven't seen Jackie all week. She's been off. But I'm thinking that I will ask her. She wanted to do. She asked a couple weeks ago. She's like, we need to do another game day. So, you know, at some point we need to do some more Overcooked. Overcooked. Alright, gonna go iron. Excuse me, iron out these seams. Peace. Huzzah. You will let me know on that one. I am good for it. Good, good, good. But yeah, like I said, she's been gone all week. I know she and her husband are buying a house. So she's probably been gone, I don't know, finding a house? So now I need to make sure that this one goes on the bottom, this one goes on the top. That's right. This one first, short one first. Wait, so Seppu, you saying about no ads anymore. Beyond the ones that I ran when I went for my to change laundry, so I was AFK, was it running other ads? I didn't want it to do that. Goodness, and I have 10 people watching! Hi guys! I hope everybody is having a good day. That snuck up on me. Welcome, welcome. I'm sure y'all have been here for a while and I just didn't pay attention. Not that you've seen so far. Okay, so it is just the ones that I am specifically manually doing. That's how I want it to be. Okay, so now my issue is issue of the hour. The yellow is too big. Not too big, but we're gonna chop the yellow down a little bit. I apparently got a little overboard with how long I was gonna make that piece. I don't know. I don't know how that happened. Because I are good at math. That's how I are good at math. Don't worry about it. Not gonna worry about it. If you can't see what my problem is, I'm happy. So glad. And that's the problem that we're just not gonna worry about. Doesn't matter. Alright, here we go. Last two seams. Everything, I caught everything. That's thing number one. Huzzah. And it over there. And I didn't think to hold those down. Oh, hey, the thing tonight got rained out. So no benefit dinner for me, no barbecue tonight. We'll just have to do inside stuff. What would we know? Not that I've seen so far. Wait. Oh, what did I ask? Oh, about the problem that I had. Is that what we're like circling back to? This is probably not the most professional way of dealing with this, but do that. And that. Alright, moment of truth. Yeah, buddy. I think I probably did actually want them the other way, huh? Maybe. It's fine. It's fine. So we have backs with the envelope opening, so we can put the pillow in there, and the front looking very pillow-like. All right, shall we put a pillow inside? It should fit. It should. breaking up the fiber fill. Only been in the in a tote for several years. There we go. Yeah, I should have put them the other way around. Let them learn, right? It's okay. It should still function. What do you think? I think it works. But what I think I am also going to do is reinforce this bit right here, because I could see this failing rather quickly. Honestly, it wouldn't be the end of the world to take the stitching out back here, reverse them. I would be happier with that. Let's do that. Oh, good job. And you can just rip the pillow out? Sure can. So now if it gets, you know, spilled on or anything, the whole thing can get much more easily washed. Hydrate. I shall hydrate. Thank you, Sepple. I've drank almost all my coffee, but this is still full of water. I haven't drank hardly any water. Cheers. Also, I just have to share my cup. Is turn it that way. Not a morning person, doesn't even begin to cover it. Now we're gonna find out if my camera is reversed. Yay, it shows it correctly. Huzzah! Not reversed. I was pretty sure that I made these go on the right way. It throws me off because if I'm looking at it and I'm like, I raised my right hand. Well, it looks like I'm raising my left hand to me, but I am honest raising the right hand. My brain doesn't do the reversing thing very well. I think there are some people who don't have as much trouble with it. Lucky people. Alright, so I had that on top. We're going to reverse this. Try to put one on top instead. Hold that there for right now. Jump back to this side. Where's my crack pipe? Oh, would fit me perfectly, right? I saw that it was my birthday present a couple years ago from Mom, because we were at Cracker Barrel, which is like a all-American breakfasty comfort food type place, Southern food. And yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, that's really cute. Also, because it's like, it's metal. It's metal on the outside. It's a double tumbler. I don't know, whatever they call these. I put coffee in here. I think it was for state games last year. So July. Put coffee in it, and that would have been at like 7 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the evening, 4 or 5 o'clock that afternoon, it was still hot. The coffee was, like, what was left of it down here, but like, that's a long time to keep it warm. Where's my crack pipe? Like a crack retail place. Oh, what? A crack retail place? No. What kind of crack are we talking about? The type that leaves you dribbling in the gutter and getting arrested. No, it's just water. And I noticed this morning, because I was gonna fill it, and so it's wood, and then it's sealed with resin, I think it's resin, and so like they poured resin down at the bottom, and the bottom is cracked, and I think the cracked resin goes all the way to the wood, so I don't want to use it again until I get that sealed, because I don't want water getting to the wood. It's probably already happened and too late now, but so I am retiring my water crack pipe. It's sad. Very sad. For now. I need to find somebody who has the resin stuff. I don't know how to use that. Or maybe that'll be a thing I learn how to do. Because I need to do more projects in my life. Yeah, I definitely want to save it. It's so unique. I'm getting a little sad about thinking about not using it anymore. Oh, I love my cup. What am I hearing? Oh, my laundry is angry again. The laundry, you're just gonna have to wait, because I'm almost done. Now we're just gonna stitch over that. I've reversed it, so hopefully the envelope folds more the way I actually meant it to. How I thought I meant it to. And we're gonna stitch that twice, so that it, maybe even 3 times, just to reinforce that, because that's gonna probably be the weakest part of this pillow. Pillowcase, I should say. Might be overkill, but better to have too much stitching than not enough. What exactly are mindful blinks? Yes. So mindful blinks are a way of helping your eyes re-moisturize. Most of us tend to have dry eyes. Just the majority of people have dry eyes in day-to-day life. Some of that can be a medical issue. Others, it's, hey, look, we're all looking at computer screens right now and LED lights, and if you're a reader, you watch TV or movies, you're watching, you're playing your computer games, you tend to not blink as often as would be more natural because you're focusing, you want to see everything. So subconsciously you're just not blinking as often, and so because you're not blinking as often, your eyes tend to get a little more dried out. Some people, when they do blink, don't blink all the way. It's like an 80% type thing, and so that also helps or contributes to eye dryness. So if you ever feel like your eyes are tired, gritty, a little sore, watery, it's probably dryness. So mindful blinks are simply just, you don't have to squeeze your eyes when you close them, but just close them, make sure they're all the way closed, and hold them there for a moment, and then open again. And do that, I don't know, as long as you feel you need to. So sometimes, in particularly dry cases, it is a good thing to like do a little bit of a squeeze. I will notice some days or sometimes I'll be at work and like my eyes are bothering me, and so yeah, I close them for a minute, and then like I can just feel my eyes are just watering now because they've been dry, and now this gives a chance for all of the glands and everything that produce the tears to lubricate the eye. So 500 times. I save all my blinks for nighttime, then I do an 8 or 9 hour blink. But see, and that's the other thing, like some people, when they sleep, don't sleep with their eyes all the way closed. I'm not talking like Gandalf levels of like sleeping with your eyes open, but like the eyes don't get like all the way closed, and that's another time that eyes become dry. If you sleep with a ceiling fan or an oscillating fan, so any kind of air moving across your eyes has a tendency to dry those out. So, I mean, I don't know. I find that, especially because I'm on a computer all day long, and then I come home and I'm at a computer at home, that bunch of weirdos, they deserve dry eyes for that, right? Well, bodies, man, they're weird. What can I say? But it, I don't know. I think it's good to. Oh, forgot I had mascara on. It's good to take some time and make sure, take care of your eyes. You only get the two. Maybe you sleep with open eyes too, Nate. You're asleep. Shut your goddamn eyes. Who's asleep? I know. Oh, the people who don't sleep with their eyes open. I mean, or eyes closed. I mean, it's. Go ahead and tell somebody who sleepwalks to stay in bed. Because that'll work out well. You're asleep. Stay in bed. Merciless. No excuses, Nathan says. None. Hard drugs and alcohol will solve that little problem. Hard drugs make you more awake than sleepy. You have to choose the right ones. In the correct order, yes. I wouldn't know. And none of those go in my water crack pipe. Stitched over all of that, but that's fine. It'll keep it from being long and tangly. What time is it for me? It is 12:30, about lunchtime. My stomach is reminding me of that. Alright. Moment of truth number 2. Yes, I know, Dryer. You're gonna be fine. Give me just 2 more minutes. Yeah, I know. Beep, beep, beep yourself. Okay. So, for one, that looks a little better, I think. The, you can still kind of see the problem that I had. I don't know, maybe it doesn't show up well. Somehow, this piece is shorter here than it is here, and so it tapers down a little bit. Now it doesn't matter because this piece looks pretty straight to me. So, or maybe it's what's tapering. I don't know. So much time left for the day. We can play Splatoon 2, but Splatoon 3 came out yesterday and ruined that little idea. Oh my goodness. Splatoon, that was the one where we're like kind of PvPing. Is that right? Oh no, did I play Splatoon? You played Splatoon. Have I played that one with you? I think I'm thinking of Fall Guys, where it's like PvP and you progress to the next round and you're a bunch of little weeble wobble type of critters. I didn't. Okay. Hmm. This is one where you paint the floor and you're a little octopus or squid person. Okay. Yes, it's a lot of pink. And it's a Switch game. You can play it on other things, but it is also on the Switch. Is that right? Alright. Ta-da! And then the back. I don't know. It's fine. That's okay. Get rid of all the little threads that are just clinging all over the place. All the little hairs, fibers. I think that's pretty okay. I like it. Switch only, Nintendo aren't letting that one go. Okay. Thank you. Looks nice. Thank you. And I guess it doesn't look too bad not having any other, like, ribbon or anything across the borders. Like, I was afraid that it was just too much black with the black logo in the front, but you can see a little bit of the yellow in the back. So, yeah, it's alright. It's okay. And I am pretty pleased with how that came back. I think I'll probably do more of these envelope styles. I'll just need to remember to make this section a little longer, because that's not a lot of overlap. I could put some Velcro on it. Thoughts for another one. Cool. Well, now I have two. Grab that one. So now we have the 18 by 18 army pillow with the red backing, and a 16 by 16, not a 14 by 14, envelope pillow with the yellow backing. It's good, and it will sit well with the other one. It will. Maybe if I turn it correctly to the camera, I'll figure out my cameras and whatnot. So that's fun and nifty. Alright, 2 pillows down. 6 more to go. I'm gonna call that there for today. Well, that was an adventure. A little more involved than that one. But I got there in the end, so again, hopefully we'll get, a little faster and a few fewer mistakes every time. I'm doing 8. I am planning on it. I don't know. Probably at least 2 more. Same logos, or the others? It's all the same logos. So maybe I'll only do 4. I don't know. I have a bunch of t-shirts, so he was like, here, make all of these. I'm like, okay. So what I may end up doing is just 4. And so like on this one, I can make 2 more to go with it. One with a white background and one with a blue background. So it's, red, white, and blue. I feel like I should at least, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. And maybe I will get completely tired of this. Who knows? But I have a total of 8 pillow forms, 6 left. So we'll see. We'll see. I'd still be interested to do one with a zipper, just to see how that goes. But yeah, cool. Well, thank you again, everybody, for hanging out with me today. And I will not be back next week. I'm going camping with my parents for the Applejack Festival in Nebraska City, so that should be a good time. But after that, I will be back again. Otherwise, for gaming stuff, I will be on again for sure Wednesday morning for World v World Wednesday. Sounds like maybe a car might be merging or corporate takeover or something. We're still in talks, but we'll see. And what else? I'll probably throw in some other random streams because, hey, I'm inspired at the moment. So I will catch everybody later. Have a great Saturday.